Hey everybody, it's Brent from my backyard, and during our coronavirus lockdown, me and the wife decided to make some Korean BBQ beef jerky. Danette is going to be running the camera that I'm looking at right now. Danette?
Hello.
So Danette says hello. So for this recipe, I have it written down, but I'm going to put everything in the description box. And this is for 3 pounds of meat. So I have a lean round roast here, a beef bottom round. Any lean cut of meat will work. A London broil's real good. I'm going to go ahead and use the slicer, but I found out if you go to most grocery stores, if they have their own butcher shop, any cut of meat they have out in the display that's thawed, you can take to them and have them cut it at what you want it to be. And they'll cut it and repackage it for you there while you wait. So that's a pretty good deal. So let's walk through our other ingredients here. The big one, the soy sauce, that's going to be doing the bulk of the curing of the meat. So for 3 pounds of meat, we use 1 cup of soy. And then of course, always to counter our salt, we use sugar. So ½ cup of sugar. And now we get into our flavoring elements of this. Minced garlic, I have 4 tablespoons. The honey, I have 2 tablespoons of that. 4 teaspoons of liquid smoke. But if you want to cook the jerky in your smoker, then you could probably not have to use liquid smoke. Danette, what do you think?
Yeah, the smoker would just naturally smoke it for you.
Yeah, I wanted something smart-assy, but don't use your good pans in the smoker, something like that. Never use her good metal pans to cure meat in, or fish in either. So here we have sesame seeds to give it that kind of Korean barbecue look and to give you that crunch, so texture. And then as always, for pretty much everything I do except cereal or pancakes, I have 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and that's 4 tablespoons of sesame seed. Though all these ingredients, I encourage you to play with them and get what you like as far as to get the flavor right and the right texture. So, excuse me, I've had a dry cough and a sore throat and just a slightly runny nose, little low-grade fever, you know, nothing major. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're going to use the slicer here today to cut the meat, but like I said, your grocery store, if it has a butcher shop, it will probably, they'll probably do it. I tested it at Safeway here, which we have in the state of Washington. Over here, you'll see the cribbage board with the Washington Redskin deck of cards. Danette, how did cribbage go last night?
We were even.
It's never even. Who won?
You ended up winning in the
No,
end.
you did. 2 out of 3.
Oh.
You don't even remember?
Well, no, the night before you kicked my
Wasn't
butt.
very meaningful, I guess. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece of meat up, and then we'll... oh, I forgot. We have the mini mix and stir from Pampered Chef, just a rubber spatula, and that's because that honey's tough to get out of the bowl. And a whisk to mix everything up.
Which is also Pampered Chef.
Yeah, but everybody makes whisks. And I'll get a Ziploc bag, gallon-sized bag, to put the slices of meat and the marinade in once we get it all mixed up. So, let's slice up the meat. All right, here we go. By the way, I have my Dock and Tooth and Nail t-shirt on. If you look here, you'll see a drum cover that I uploaded yesterday because we've had some time on our hands. Right, Danette?
Yes, we have. Well, you have.
What did you think of my drum cover?
It was really good.
Was it?
Yep.
Good. She says it was really good. She works at Safeway, so she is essential personnel. So, for now I'm not, but I will be shortly.
I
So
haven't had time off.
We're going to cut this meat with the grain. We're going to go I'm shooting for about a 1/4 inch thick. There we go. These will be good, big pieces. We need to name the slicer, by the way. So come up with a good name, put it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell so you get all the notifications. Hey, there's the squirrel. We had a squirrel in our motorhome, and Danette busted him on our way back from the store, and he's out in the driveway right now. So we had the motorhome door open,
Hoping he would exit.
and was it a big bushy-tailed squirrel?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was sitting on the
Yeah,
steering
I just
wheel.
saw him. He was crawling around your truck. So we'll get this meat sliced, and then we'll get out and shut that, and then we'll mix everything together. We just finished slicing the meat. One thing I wanted to put out was we bought a roast. It was reasonably priced. I think it was $3.50 or $3.99 a pound for this round roast. You might want to go to one of your local restaurant supply stores. It's Smart Foods where we are. They used to be Cash and Carry. They changed the name, but it's the same basic service. And get larger cuts of meat for a lower price for higher quantity. Because when you do jerky, it's probably good to just bust through a whole lot of it at one time. So now we're going to mix our ingredients in our bowl. In goes the soy. Sugar. Our minced garlic.
Use the mix and serve.
I'm going to use that on the honey.
Well, you could use it on that too.
See what I got to put up with? I'm not good enough at mixing. Right?
Just a suggestion.
Okay, the honey, because you're not going to get this out with a whisk. That's where we use the Pampered Chef Mini Mix and Serve. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Good. No, she doesn't sell Pampered Chef.
Nope.
But they do make some cool stuff. Aren't these little cups Pampered Chef?
Yes, those are Pampered Chef too.
I like those. They're good
Prep bowls. They're prep bowls.
Yeah, exactly. For stuff like this, right?
That's exactly what they're for.
All right, so got that pretty much handled. We got our liquid smoke.
Don't let him fool you. It's whiskey.
It's not whiskey. Whiskey will be later. Pepper. Sesame seeds. See how I used the plastic for the dry ingredients? I actually thought this through. Now we're going to put this in this bag, and I'm going to marinate it overnight. You could probably get away, and that's overnight in the refrigerator. You could probably get away with 4 hours, but I wouldn't want to go less than that. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't want to go less than overnight. All right, it's mixed up pretty well. So we're gonna put the meat through one piece at a time. So we want to make sure all sides get coated. And I'll bag them, and then whatever juice is left over, we'll just dump right in the bag. Burp the bulk of the air out of it. And I'm going to need to do this on the our tray here, because I don't want to get my man cave bar dirty with sugar and honey and soy sauce. This is a place for drinking, right?
Drinking and making jerky.
Drinking and making jerky. Smoked salmon.
Bacon.
Did 40 pounds of bacon. Smoked 2 days ago. Sliced and packaged yesterday. So we probably don't want to make you sit through all of this, so we'll step away while I get all these run through and in the bag, and then we'll be back. Alright, we just finished bagging them all. Got the extra sauce in the bag. I'm going to burp all the air out of it, and I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight, and then we'll pull it out. We're not gonna rinse them, and we'll throw them in the dehydrator and finish this thing up. Hey everybody! Now it's time to dry the jerky. It's been a day since we put it in our brine solution. So now I'm going to make a mess on my bar top and pull these pieces out and start laying them in the dehydrator. I got a Snack Master Junior, I believe it's from Nezco. I don't know, American Harvest. And this thing works great. The only downside of it is it doesn't have a large capacity. So sometimes I'll have to do 2 or 3 loads. But did a little bit of drinking last night, so I'm nursing some coffee this morning. The grandson's here. Danny, come here. We'll introduce you to the planet. Pop up here. Now, Danny, you're a big liker of beef jerky, right? Right? Say hi.
Hi.
Well, look at the camera and say hi. Wave. Wave. Got it? Everybody? Danny? Danny? Everybody. Okay? So now we're going to lay these in. My dehydrator runs at about 142 degrees Fahrenheit. I've checked it with a temperature probe. So we've got our big, beautiful pieces of cow flesh here. Lay them out flat so you get even drying. And then I'm going to run this for about 5 hours, only because I've done it that much in the past and I know that works pretty well. So whatever your dehydrator is, just test it, and remember that whenever you're checking it while it's in the dehydrator, because it's going to be around 140, 150 degrees probably, that it's going to seem less done than it is because it's going to be really warm. So it's something you kind of got to keep an eye on, and that's bit me in the past. Also, something I didn't say yesterday that I need to is, if you want heat with this kind of jerky, just put a couple tablespoons of pepper flakes, and I'll put that in the description box also, and that'll give it plenty of heat. So I'll get this thing loaded up. We'll get it started. I'm putting the last piece of meat on the top shelf of my dehydrator, and again, it runs at about 142 degrees. I will, I'm going to have to actually do 2 loads, maybe like a load and a half. At the midway point of this, because there is a little bit of unevenness in the way the heat is distributed in this, I will rearrange these 4 trays to where the top one becomes the bottom one and the bottom one becomes the top one. So I'll check back in with you here. It is 12:20 on Saturday, March something, the end of March.
30th, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. And
29th?
Wednesday's the 1st, so the 31st
Oh, wait.
is Tuesday, 30th. It's 28th today.
28th.
So I will, as we work this out, I'll check back in with you here in 5 hours and we'll do a little taste test. All right, everybody, it's been 5 hours. It's 5 o'clock. So one of the things that we do in the barcade is drink Coors Light. It's 5 o'clock Pacific. It's time. Here we go. You want to bring that in here so we can... Here we go. Look at this. 5 hours at 142 degrees, forced air. What a thing of beauty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them cool. Then I'm going to bag them. And I have these oxygen absorbers. Amazon has them. I'll link it in the description box. Helps maintain the preservation, helps maintain the flavor, and though I don't think this stuff will last long enough to go stale. Do you, Danette?
I don't think so.
Okay. Plus, I probably have about this much more to do tomorrow with the leftover in the brine. So, Danette, are you ready for a little sample?
Sure. Still warm.
Well, yeah, it's warm. About 141 degrees.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Nope.
So is it good? I always
Has a
make
different
her.
taste.
I always make her test the food before I eat it. That way I stay safe. That's really good.
Actually, could have had more pepper.
Yeah, it's always good to have kind of those spicy things. Next time we do it, we'll throw in some more pepper.
Yeah.
I thought, what was it, 2 teaspoons or whatever. I thought that was a little light. I might even put it on after the marinade so it sticks. Anyway, there you have it. That's how easy it is. A cheap dehydrator. I've had that thing 25 years. I do all my jerky dehydrated. I do all my fish, chicken, and bacon, obviously, in the smoker. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.